Okay, so it is early morning, Libra. October 31st to November 22nd, original Libra, before they changed from the 13 zodiacs to the 12, tourmaline scales. So that'd be like Justice, Kidney, Thymus, Friday, Venus, Copper, Jasper, Topaz. Okay, so we're gonna get started for you, and I'm gonna just do randomly whatever I'm drawn to. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful for Libra. Justice. Convenient. Obviously, balancing out the scales. If you're one of those mediator type and you're always stuck in the middle and you always seem to have to mediate between people, don't take on other people's karma. Don't take on other people's burdens if you don't want to. If you have the energy for it and you're just bored and you're doing it just for fun, by all means. If it's something you enjoy doing, helping people, great. But don't take on other people's karma. You do have the sword of truth. You could use that with words or gestures or even just deciding based off of who gets what. Also, this could mean that justice is coming in towards you, depending on whatever situation you're going through. You got the Knight of Coins in reverse. Maybe somebody come in and they try to flash their money at you or something like that, and almost like a teenage mentality, sweep you off your feet, but then it turns out that their mask comes off and they've got a lot of healing to do. They're in the reverse. It's a Knight of Coins in the reverse. And then we get the moon, which is a lot to be seen. It's a lot that's hidden. Maybe you've seen some surface level stuff, but they didn't show you everything. Maybe there's certain things that you're hiding that you haven't divulged yet, or maybe other people are hiding and it's going to come out as, again, you are Libra. You're fairly intuitive yourself for the most part. Most Libras are, in my opinion. And justice will be served for whoever needs it. That's for sure. In a proper way, I would say. Okay, what else we got here? We got the King of Clubs in reverse. Somebody that is acting higher than their pay grade. Somebody that's acting higher than their pay grade. Not really seeing the whole picture. So almost like they're trying to make judgment calls. Let's say if they're your boss or something like that, and they've got like a complex, or they need to guilt trip you in some way to get you to do something, or even worse yet, they're power tripping and you're not liking it, so you're going up against them. Or this is somebody that is a partner of yours, whether it be business or pleasure, and they're trying to have some sort of control. Usually the King of Clubs or the Knight of Clubs, is somebody that is taking their authority or any kind of privileges that they have or any gifts that they have, and they're using it for bad. But again, that's to be seen. Can I get some maybe clarity on the moon? Let's get that at the top. There's some clarity on the moon. Ooh. We got the Sun in reverse. Okay, so somebody's happiness has been stolen. And then we got the King of Swords. We got the King of Swords. So you've got the Knight of, or the King of Wands, or the King of Clubs in reverse, and then you got the King of Swords and the upright. So maybe somebody's coming in to take the spot of another person, a younger fellow, possibly with more work ethic, or replacing a lover. And maybe the other individual had been the one to take the sunshine. You know, each of us have our own little sun inside, our own little happiness. I mean, it's a child in the middle of a field with all beautiful flowers around them, and they're just like cloaked in a golden sunshine. They look so freaking happy. But when the sun gets taken away, please don't take my sunshine away. If somebody comes along and they're abusing their powers and privileges and they're being like a menace, and then you have somebody come in who is actually going to show you or help you or provide some sort of comfort or actually do the job correctly, then it's quite possible. But something's being hidden. What is... Something's not being said. Inert, destitute of the power of moving itself, or of active resistance to motion, impressed, lifeless, sluggish, inactive. Okay, so maybe somebody who is more abusing their privileges and kind of just being lazy, they're getting kicked out and they're being replaced by somebody who has more work ethic. Maybe there's no way to do that just yet. That's why the moon's there. This could be for job. This could be for a love situation. But I'm feeling more like job energy, like a workplace sort of thing. And there's no way of telling how this other person's going to be kicked out yet. But the Justice card is here. And Libra's pretty good at balancing things out. Purist. One excessively nice in the use of words. So this new person coming in could be a sweet talker. But the King of Swords is usually somebody who is pretty straightforward. Maybe it's just charming that makes them come off as sweet talker. They've got ancestors behind them. They got two of them specifically. They're kind of watching over them. And you see he's got his like hand kind of resting on his leg. So yeah, he's open-minded, but he's also a bit stubborn too. And he stands in green. He stands in green. So like his motive is love, which is respectable. It's not a bad thing. Any negative energies that are being sent towards you, return them to sender immediately to be transmuted into positivity through understanding for their own healing lessons and their own healing journey. Insight. To move to action by impulse or influence. To instigate, to encourage. Going to say that somebody could be persuasive. I don't know. Mortgage or other charge or claim on property. Encumbrance, mortgage or to pledge something as security. Hypothecate, pay off a debt or mortgage by installments. Amortize, repossess mortgage property or foreclose. So it's possible somebody's pledging something. You could be signing a waiver, or you could be signing some sort of contract if it is work related. If it's in the spiritual realm and we're talking about a spiritual contract, that's something altogether different. I'd like to know why the sun's in reverse. Why is the sun in reverse? Extremely tired, but I will get these readings out because I'm determined. Two of Cups. So this could very well be a love relationship, a partnership. Could be masculine and feminine. Two feminines or two masculines, but I'm seeing a masculine and a feminine. And if there's two kings, one in the upright, one in the reverse, I'm going to assume one's being replaced by the other. If this is you, you're being replaced by somebody else. You very well could be in your negative south node. Justice will come in if you feel like you have been kicked out. Maybe kicked out of a property, or you're dealing with something if you're going through a divorce or something. That very well could steal a person's sunshine. It happens. It happens. How would you get that back? Mistress. The Five of Coins. Could be giving away to too many people, or that's what ended you up in this situation to begin with. You yourself could have been cheating, or somebody else could have been cheating on you. And that person got kicked the F out of the house, or maybe you got to figure out what's going to happen with the mortgage. Anyway, that's none of my concern. I'm going to go over to the past life oracle deck for Libra. Past life oracle for Libra. Give me a past life card for Libra. Scales. Father. Okay, maybe this is you. Maybe you're a new father or your father and you had to be stepping out. Maybe the person that's replacing you is a father or has become a father to your significant other as to their new child, possibly. So like an ex-partner is now with another person and they're having a child or has become a father. Or this could be issues related to your own. This could be like cycles that were not completed, or the lesson was not learned is going to be passed down to the next one. So maybe this individual here, that would be the king of clubs in reverse. Maybe there's some sort of patterns and stuff like that you're carrying down with you that you didn't learn. And it's ended you where you are right now, or maybe this is somebody you know that's going through this. Either way, it's just a lesson that needs to be learned. And each of us have to go through these sort of things. If there was a mistress or something like that, or if you were the other woman or the other man, this shit just gets messy, especially if you hide things. But it does seem to me like it could be a pattern that's just continued down. So you learn the lesson to break the cycle, or you don't. It's up to you. Yeah. And of course, when you get married to somebody, you take vows. This could also have to do with religion in the past and how you carry yourself for this present moment. It could be the way you see things when it comes to being in a relationship and why you carry yourself a certain way, or why it ended up the certain way it did, or maybe why you kicked the other person out. Again, this could also be to do with marriage when it comes to vows. Once again, all of this is sort of lessons that we need to learn. What else have we got for this? What's about the marriage? I see acupuncture. Maybe you need to go do some things for yourself. Stress relief, anything to transmute negative energy. Go for a massage. Go for a soaking of the feet. Mani-pedi is nice. This is acupuncture and aromatherapy. Different therapies. Yeah, acupuncture, aromatherapy, aversion therapy, which is the eradication of harmful habits by associating them with something unpleasant. Almost like if you bite your nails, I'm going to put hot sauce on your nails so you stop biting your nails. Biofeedback, using the measuring of instruments to monitor body responses and thereby help a patient control them. Chemotherapy, chiropractic, herbalism, use of herbal extracts to treat various ailments. Homeotherapy or homeopathy, use of minute amounts of drugs or natural remedies in larger quantities would reproduce the effects of the disease being treated. Hydrotherapy, that's use of water. Hypnotherapy, that's use of hypnosis. Irradiation and radiation therapy. Moxibustion, that's burning of mugwort or moxa leaves at particular points on the skin, often associated with acupuncture. That's interesting. So it's almost like a saging. Would that almost be like a saging? Naturopathy, use of natural remedies and healthy living habits to restore or improve well-being. Osteopathy, manipulation of bones and joints to treat backache and muscle problems. Phototherapy, use of light including infrared, ultraviolet rays, treat disease, especially tumors. You know, I heard, right now I've got this one. This is just for, I don't know if you can see it, it's like a red light. This is just for growing. Actually, it almost looks pink. For helping the plants. But it's stated that some light specifically, let's say you sit in a room all blue light or all green light or all red light and you're sitting in a room, it does have different effects on your mental state as well as your emotional state, and it can be healing to some some part there. Physiotherapy, primal therapy, which is treatment for neurotic behavior in which a patient is encouraged to relieve painful experiences of early childhood or allegedly giving even birth. Reflexology, zone therapy, rolfing, use of deep massage to relieve muscular and emotional tension, and shiatsu, acupressure, use of finger pressure on specific joints of the body and massage to relieve pain or treat disease. Now there's also reflexology, which is the different points on your foot coincide with the different organs and spots on your body. You could try that. That might really help for whatever. Suggestive, atmospheric, or memory arousing. As an idea or story might be evocative, suggestive, a naughty pun. If you're in your, where was it? If you are in your karmic self node, okay, if this is you and you're the king of clubs and you are basing everything solely on sexual things, pleasures or whatever, just so that you don't have to feel anything and you don't go within, find out what's hidden, it's not going to help. That's more of like a lust thing that just becomes like anything else. It becomes a habit. If you ended up using that and getting yourself in trouble with like a mistress or a third party or something and you ended the relationship, well, this other person seems like they're going to swoop in and they're going to have a new beginning here to get that sunshine back, because justice usually comes in many different forms. If this is not you specifically and it's somebody you know, stay out of the drama. Like I said, if you want to be a mediator, that's fine and everything, but how far are you willing to go? Okay, now for the love. Let's see, with this Two of Cups. Two of Cups for Libra. Island Time Wellness. I get one oracle, or a couple oracles for the love deck. Too many at once. One at a time, please. Thank you. Medieval Arabic bowed instrument, or bowed. Medieval Arabic bowed instrument with 1 to 3 strings. Ancestor of the rebab. A rebab. R-E-B-A-B. Interesting. Maybe you know. Got string instruments. Anyways, back to what I was saying. What does that have to do with that? Maybe you've got attachments, cut cords. If you know nothing about that, do your research. If it's not for you, let that go. It's for somebody else. Ooh, what do we got here? Okay. Holy, is that 1 or 2? We got 3 popping up. How many did I flip over? Okay, 3. Palm tree. Stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, flexibility. Okay, so whatever you're leaving behind. Oh, it's terrible lighting. Sorry about that, guys. Whatever you're leaving behind is giving you the endurance and flexibility and the growth to move forward. We've got the runner. So that is a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, and listening to the ego. Again, thinking with the, instead of with the, listening to the ego, fear of intimacy. A lot of it's fear-based. A lot of it comes down to traumas that aren't healed. I'm not one to judge. I'm just trying to state outright certain things. Just because I say, oh, this person might be this or this person might be doing that, doesn't mean I'm hating on them. Not even a little bit, because I'd be hating on myself. What it's doing is bringing things to the light so people can maybe make some adjustments for themselves or for the situation so that they can move forward. If you're a runner and you're running away from something, the shit will always find you because it's within you. I think that's the concept most runners don't understand. Fear of intimacy. Well, that's something that you would need to work on internally and practice as well. Trust is a huge thing. What else we got here? The butterfly. Excuse me. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. Okay, that sounds like it's more for the Two of Cups. Yeah. And getting that sunshine back. That's the Justice. So we've got a toxic relationship, and then we've got a brand new relationship starting. I don't know which one applies to you. If neither, maybe you are the runner. Or maybe you're just focusing on your own stability, security, growth, and endurance. Either way, that's a good thing. Don't become a third party. Don't get involved with that. If you're not already involved in it, stay out of that. I highly recommend you stay out of that. I'm gonna actually use this over here. We got 2048. What do we got? Poem. Oh, maybe you want to be a romantic. Lyrical. Maybe you write lyrics pertaining to a lyre. Designating that species of poetry, which has reference to the individual emotions of the poet. Maybe that's how you express yourself, or maybe that's one of your outlets. That's one of your ways of transmuting. Really nice if you ask me. I've met only a couple people that are openly poetic, or their lyrics are like more on that sort of side. Maybe you want to write your own poem book or poetry, or write your own lyrics, or you're an author of lyrics or poems. By all means, forgiveness of self really helps. I don't know who that pertains to, but that's for you. Purple. You're seeing with your third eye. Good. Color produced by mixing red and blue. Purple robe. A badge of the Roman emperors. Regal power. Of a color made of red and blue, dyed with blood sometimes. Propiling purpled. To make purple. Okay, yeah, that is symbolic for royalty. If you have a bloodline of a lot of people that are in higher positions, even in the spiritual realm, then you get to be given certain gifts yourself. Just make sure you're not abusing that privilege, okay? And as you can see, the one in Justice, she's cloaked all in purple, and she has a veil of like I would say it's like an orangey red. But she wears the crown, and above her crown is an 8-pointed star, which is almost like the Lion Gate, 888. I just read that in the other card. What did I see it on? It was one of the oracle cards my fiance bought me. It's a deck, and it's a really nice deck. And I have yet to make a video with one of them so far. I've just been using them with him. It's kind of intimate that way. One card in the morning, and I read it out to him. One card every morning. What was it? Something to do with a lion. 8-pointed star. July 26th. Egyptian New Year. And August 8th. The 8th month, 8th day. This is the 8th year. So it would be a portal not just of 888, but it'd be 8888. This year, the portal will be 4 8s, which would be balanced, which would be 2 balanced. That could be quadruple helix. I just went like that. I don't even remember what that's from. Quadruple balance. So that would be masculine and feminine. Each of us have both energies, and then if you take a pair, like a union, and they both have balance between each of them, to be like 4 4 4 4. No, like 8 8 8 8. I'm not quite seeing it fully, but that's okay. I'll let it go. If it's meant to come to me, it will. Anyways, get back to what I was saying. Enmesh. To entangle in the meshes. I don't know why I'm having such a fucking hard time speaking. I swear to God. Enmesh. To entangle in the meshes of a net. A net. You got scales. Originally, I was thinking like merfolk, anything to do with, could be Pisces. You could be entwined with a Pisces, or you know somebody that's Pisces. Scales. And then we got a net. Maybe it's a security net, or maybe it's almost like being captured. Piety, reverence or veneration towards God, godliness, devotion, and religion. So maybe you are into that sort of thing. You're a very religious person. Enough. That satisfies desire, that may answer the purpose. A sufficiency, that which is equal to powers or abilities, sufficiently tolerable. Okay. Girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Maybe you're just saying fuck everything and I need some time alone and just doing your own thing, which is good. Let's see. What else we got in here? What else we got for Libra? Oh, I wanted to do the runes, yeah. We'll do 4 for Libra. Sorry about the creaky couch. It's not my butt. What do we got here? Function, correspondence, rule as, excuse me, the members of one set with those of another, mapping. Maybe you're going on a road trip. Functioning properly, working in order, operational, operative. Functions or processing, maintaining life metabolism. Maybe you've got to worry about what you're eating instead of focusing on other people's drama or getting roped into drama or being a third party. Okay, you get 4 rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely work on your self-discipline. I know I do. We got I was, you, strength, stability, denial, defense, tree of life, I, trustworthiness, protection, motivation, reliability, enlightenment, transformation, turning point. It's a Y or an I, and it's green and pink. Interesting. Okay, that's the first one. It almost looked like another one to me for a second there. It almost looked like Degas. Anyways, what else we got here? Kaunan. Yeah, ulcer, mortality, pain, opening, torch, fire, creativity, inspiration, revelation, acknowledge, acceptance. Can be a C or a K, and it is orange. And then what else we got here? For Libra. Again, we got unknown. Almost like the moon card. That's the second time the moon card came out, technically. Second time the moon. Okay, so we've got the unknown for the rune. So it's just a blank rune. And then we've also got the moon. So a lot of shits that's being hidden. Whatever it is that you need to figure out. Communication is going to be key. Year, harvest, rewards, peace, patience, happiness, hope, earlier efforts realized, communication, teamwork, community, balance. If you've been waiting for some sort of balance, it's up to you. You can't expect it from other people. You need to be able to do it within yourself. Hopefully your partner has reached the same level as you. If you're doing this solo, don't worry about it. You'll be just fine. But communication is very important. Like, I can't stress that enough, especially if you got like the moon card coming out and then you have the rune that is unknown. You have to be okay and comfortable with the unknown too sometimes. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's protection sometimes. And that's kind of part of the destiny and the journey for most of us. We don't always get to see all of it all at once. If we did, we'd make bad decisions. Most of us would make some choices that we normally wouldn't make had we only been given certain details at a time. That makes sense. Sherlock Holmes tall boy. Double chest of drawers with one section standing on top of the other. Drawers. So it's doubled. Why do they call a beverage, a beer can, a tall boy? Double chest of drawers. Things to put stuff in. Sorting. Clothing. Neat and tidy. One section standing on top of the other. That's strange why that's sticking out to me. Strength. I wouldn't rely on alcohol to give you strength. Or having sex constantly to give you comfort. Codependencies. Okay, what else? Last card here for the... I am so tired right now. Okay, last card here for Libra. For relationship. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Clearly, if you were in a relationship, you took the vows, or you became a father, that in itself is its own journey. There's going to be a lot of epiphanies and upheavals and transformations happening. News, surprise, that could be the surprise. Or you could be finding information about yourself that you didn't know, which is really interesting also. Hopefully that helps.